Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, that's the question. Here we go. Big decisions for Peter Lack later on tonight. Only driver in this championship running 2 cars in the event. Both cars similar on points. Big decisions to come later on tonight. Welcome to night 2 of the Modified Production Car Championship for 2002. I'm looking into the office where Peter Lack gets most of the work done on the inside. On the outside, though, you can capture more action with Shane Stollett and high-performance videos. Well, Peter Lack, you're looking very relaxed here, watching some good club car racing. I guess this is where it all started for you.
Yeah, it certainly did. We started in this class 15 years ago, so that's how long we've been mucking around out here for. So we've done the odd lap or 2 around here, but yeah, so very good to watch.
And this weekend's Modified Production Championship, you've top qualified in the old car.
Yeah, the old girls come good again, you know. Well, you know, we'll keep going with it and try and get both of them up the front if we can, you know. So, but you know, just looking at this track, it's a bit different. They've probably let it go a bit, so that'll bring the best out of everyone, I think, tonight. You know, it's probably going to be a worse track tonight than what it was last, or a more challenging track tonight. So, but we'll come good. We'll be right.
And who's going to make the ultimate decision, you or Graham, as to which car you'll run in tonight's feature race?
Oh, I don't know yet. Let him do it, eh? No, we'll take 55. You know, we'll try and get. If they both qualify well, we'll take 55 out. You know, it's a far better car than the 05 car. Like, you know, it's a good little car, but it's got more horsepower and makes the passing a lot easier. So we're trying to get 55 in there. That's what we've aimed to do. We've been working on the car for months. So we've done it for one race and this race only. So we're going to put it out there.
Good luck with it, Pete, and we'll talk to you on the podium.
Hope so, mate. Thanks, Dave.
Well, Anthony Wilson, it's a long, long way from Ballarat to Toowoomba in Queensland, but certainly worth the effort. 3rd in the points at the moment.
Yeah, we're going all right at the moment. We had a good run last night. Started at the rear in the first one, got up a second, had another second, then won the last one, so I was pretty happy with that.
So you've still got a couple of more qualifying rounds to go. Are you confident?
I got a bit tougher draws, and I got a 5 and a 10, so if we can get up the front in the 5, and hopefully that'll be enough should get us in the final and see what happens in the 10, I suppose.
There's some good cars here, isn't there?
Oh, mate, this always is every Australian title, always, but particularly when you head north to Queensland, there's a lot of fast cars in Queensland, so you really got to pedal fast up here. But yeah, no, the quality's excellent. I mean, the quality of car is just unbelievable these days compared to what it was 10 years ago, you know.
Good luck with it, mate.
Thanks very much.
Well, Gary Brown, a little nervous yesterday when we spoke to you, but today's a different story.
Yeah, mate. I was packing them yesterday. I didn't know what this engine or car was going to do. I feel really confident now, so we'll see what happens tonight.
And second, after the first round of qualifying heats, that's a good effort for Gary Brown.
Yeah, that's a shock. That's something that, well, we know the track, maybe it was a bit of luck, good draws, and tonight's another night, so it may not happen. We may not stay there. What's the old saying? From the penthouse to the outhouse?
Outhouse. We spoke briefly before about the track. You don't seem to mind it the way it's going.
It's turning slick. I like a slick track, but that was the old days when we had no horsepower. We've got a lot of horsepower now, so we may not like a slick track. We've got to use a bit of the head and the foot and keep that cord between them working.
Gary, there's been a bit of talk that the feature race might become a demolition derby. I certainly hope that's not the case for you guys.
No, most of the guys you'll get in the feature are good drivers. They're the fast drivers, professional. They know you've got to finish the race before you can finish first. So they should be all head sensed on. It's 40 laps. You can't win it on the lap 2. So they should be right.
Gary, all the best in tonight's feature race, and with a bit of luck, I can talk to you on the podium later on tonight.
Thanks. Now, did you say...
All right, David, you're over there in front of the Mr. Whippy van. I know you've got a couple of great Speedway fans in front of you.
That's certainly right, Wes. Indeed I have. But they've got to ask a question to get one of these indoor race car vouchers. Now, guys, you've got to tell me who's top qualified in modified production car tonight. I'll give you a hint. He's got 2 cars. Now you've got to tell me which number car has top qualified, okay? Do we know? I'll give you a hint. It's got Wisconsin seedlings on it. And I just went past it. Yeah, 55. Well, that one didn't top qualify. That one qualified fourth.
Pole shuffle, something I've never seen before. That is a big call from some of these drivers. This event being brought to us by Ford batteries. You can get them on 46326806. Remember that number, 46326806. For all of your battery needs, all hours, 46326806. That's Ford batteries. Lights are out on the pace car. We're getting ready for a start. Brett Barron, the Yarraman flyer, on the pole line. Have a look at the push and shove. Glenn Haddon on the outside of the Caboolture car, trying to take on Barrett. Someone's up against the wall quite early, but have a look, he's starting to come through already. And that's Bergie. Resuggin now in Barrett's old car up on the inside of Pagel. That's car number, in fact, it's not Pagel, it's Sullivan's car, the other green and gold Commodore. So now Barrett out in front. This has been a good run for him. He was luckless last night and really was unlucky. He had dead-set problems with an engine, he had problems with tyres, and now he's got the South Burnett Trentmore car out in front and flying. Sullivan behind him, then Resuggin. And that looks like Justin Drew, a real big point scorer from last night, trying to make his way through. Drew in the top 5 from last night's point. Barrett with 9 laps to go. This is 12 laps to length, so they've got only 3 completed. Here he comes on the inside. Justin Drew, the Victorian car. And Greg Raymond's starting to find some speed at the front. Oh no! Resuggin's bollocked up in the air. Yeah, that's going to cause him a problem. He won't be able to see when he's going straight. Going through the corner probably won't matter too much because he's looking left or right of the bike. But in a straight line, that would be causing some sort of nightmare. So up the inside, Raymond finds his way around Resuggin. And here comes, all right, he goes. Ferguson turns around on the pole line here at turn number 1. We've got the yellow. Neil Lewis, flames coming out underneath his car. The Logan City bus service car, the world's fastest bus driver. Absolutely action-packed 13.
Oh, you know what, Legend, as David said, Raymond's car is the one to watch at the moment. He's come from the back of the field, and I'm amazed that they've actually fixed the front of that car up. The fiberglass damage that was on the front of that car last night because he went to the infield and actually had some work done on the car.
Seems to be one course of the stoppage. Have a look at Sullivan. He slowed him up at the start. Barron wanted to go quicker. And so did Justin Drew behind him. Drew now on the pole line trying to find a way up inside of Barron. Bit of contact. Have a look at Raymond now looming on the outside. Raymond leads his drive up against the boards. Raymond high and wide. Neil Lewis has come underneath him, and here comes Jacoby. We have got 3 EL XR6 Falcons struggling for 4th place. Fergie's now made his way forward as well. He's going to really pull Glenn Haddon in pretty quickly. He tries to find a way around outside. Haddon's finding some form in the John Jones 3K Commodore. This car's got faster overnight, that's for sure. But out in front, Sullivan still leads. We'll then go back to Barron.
Oh, well, Max has put it around again, Wes. Over in 1 and 2, I tell you what.
Alan Irwin's making that EL Falcon as wide as a bus, trying to stop Jacoby coming around the outside. Raymond, the all-green car, the Carullo Records car, is the one to watch. Oh, have a look at Barron. They've gone green, and Barron thought, well, that's good enough for me. Barron straight on the inside. Sullivan retaliates straight away.
Yellow flag, Wes. I didn't think they'd let that start go. Barron saw the opposite.
But Barron now lead him away to Brett Barron. With Justin Drew behind him, Barron has got absolutely overlook at who we said was starting to come through, and here comes Greg Raymond. Raymond now into position number 4 and is all over the back of Lewis. Neil Lewis is going to know that the Carullo Records car is on his rear. Have a look at Raymond, 29 on the car, 29 on the route. And Barrett, who knows the downs track so well, the Kingaroy Flyer leads them away. The Victorian hot shoe, the hot shot from down there, really is giving Barrett out of, oh, there goes Raymond up the inside of Lewis. So Raymond down to third. Lewis tries to negotiate the way down the inside, but no room there. Jacoby now back on to Lewis as well. So Lewis is going backwards. Here comes Brett Barrett and Justin Drew on the outside. They are two abreast into turn 3 and 4. Barrett's going to get Racer into starting to tangle up. Have a look at Justin Drew. A look who's moving now off the rear. Here comes Greg Raymond. Oh, Raymond! Raymond turned around on the corner. Raymond, the green lights have stayed on, but have a look at the action out front. Checkered flag to Brett Barrett. What a great result. Justin Drew in the second. And that looks like it was Neil Lewis in the third. David down on the infield. What a spectacular race.
That certainly was, mate, and the best is yet to come. That's only a heat race.
Down on pole, Truan on the outside. Truan in the top 10. This has been a very consistent car. Glenn Truan, who has really won everything in Super Street so far in Queensland this year, is showing a good set of heels in this car. Truan on the outside, the 18 Falcon. The Ford Wreckers down there at Redcliffe on the fantastic peninsula. But Steve Thompson in the AU Falcon now, but have a look at from the rear. Peter Lack, the local flyer, has come through to third place within a lap. He's now challenging for the lead. Peter Lack is going to come to the rear and be the boundary rider, high and wide. Peter Lack down to second place. Steve Thompson probably won't know he's there. Truan knows he's there, that's for sure. Lack now drops down on the pole line. Four driver Peter Lack goes into the lead. Within 2 laps of this, he's come from the rear. This is our top point scorer. This car can't conceivably go any faster.
Oh, I think it can, Lieutenant. It's been going like this ever since the flag dropped on the weekend. And he's just starting to run away in the Westcott Speedling's car, doing it nice and easy, but Gilroy down the back, trying to come through in the Repco car, having a hard time of it off the back of the field.
Truan now settled back in the 4th place and trying to come through. David Bush has come through as well. But Steve Thompson's got problems with the Falcon. That car's not nearly anywhere as well as it could do. Car 59 in this piece is Jim Spires, the Black Falcon. And he really was very quick last night as well. So 2 Falcons now battling for 4th place. Spires trying to find a way to the inside. There's no room for him there. Glenn Truan shuts the door on that. Truan, one of our top 10 point scorers. But have a look at the gap. Peter Lack is put between him and the field. He's got the length of the straight. We have 7 laps remaining. 7 laps remaining. How quick can these guys go? Have a look at David Bush now. Oh, Bush has got a problem. David Bush has got a problem. That engine is just hemorrhaged. So David Bush, out of this event so far, won't take any further role in this race. Peter Lack out in front, 5 laps to go, the 05 Westcott Speedling's car, the top steer as well. In second place is Steve Thompson, the AU XR6 Falcon that we saw debuted not too long ago up at the fantastic Maryborough 2-1. Glenn Truan now up in the second place and he's starting to push into third place, starting to push through. But I tell you what, Jim Spires is going to have something to say about that. Truan driving quite defensively. Spires trying to hold him back. Here comes Steve in the ex-Gary Bagel VR Commodore. Thompson's in trouble. He's starting to languish. Spires has got up the inside. Truan's now trying to find the way around Thompson. This is a great heat. We've got 2 laps remaining. Thompson's in defense mode. He's got a 13-foot wide Falcon trying to hold off the rampaging Truan. And here comes Truan trying to find a way around. We've got 1 lap left to go. Thompson really is driving a fantastically defensive race. The CSR, Terrence Ford Thompson's car. Truan finds a way up the inside. It's checkered flag time for Peter Lack. But second is where the action is at the moment. Thompson knows that they're there. Truett knows that Spires is behind him. Have a look at this. They're going to be side by side. Thompson's going to hold him out. Truett is for third and Spires in for fourth. And I don't know about you, David, but hasn't Peter Lack changed his name to Luck? That was a great drive from the rear. Being as David stretched from the rear.
Yeah, we just got through from the officials of the race that Greg Raymond was in earlier when he got spun around trying to get up in a second. He's been reinstated to third.
Well, Raymond will be happy about that. He was looking for that top three finish, so that'll make Greg Raymond and his supporters happy. He'll get third points for that. All right, Stephen Price on the outside of him, Alan Hazelwood. And Hazelwood on the bottom of car number 24. Tries to find a way through, but have a look at what's going on. Peter Lack has come down the outside. Is he going to do the boundary rider? In the new Commodore as well. Oh, a bit of a tap, bit of a push for him. But 51 up on the inside of Greg Walling. And now Walling into the lead. Price on the outside, no answer for him. I'm really looking forward to see what happens. Have a look, he's in third place already. That's Peter Lack. Now Lack in the new Commodore. The Woodcock Seedling. Top steer, VX Commodore. He's really having a great drive here. Good drive. He looks on the outside of car 23. And that's Robert Tratt. Have a look at this. Tratt knows he's there. He'll be trying to make that car as wide as he can. Tratt's another top steer sponsored car. But Walling out in front. He leaves Robert Tratt, then back to Peter Lack. Now Tratt in the top steer car. Has got Peter Lack down on the pole line. Look at these cars for precision driving team. 1, 2, 3 Commodores through the turn 3 and 4. We have 8 laps remaining, 7 as they go by. Peter Lack's got no answer for it. This Commodore's not going anywhere near as well as the old one so far. But Peter Lack, he's waiting his time. He's sizing him up. He's having a look down the inside of Tratt. Now they're starting to lap the slower traffic. Steve Price up on the boundary. Well up on the board, trying to stick out of the way. Walling in defence mode.
Yeah, but look at that, Wes, Galley, and Benson are both wheeling these three in out the front. You can hear the surface coming away, you can hear the tires swirling as they go into one. Look at Tratt driving defensively on Lack now. Galley says, oh, hang on, there's a gap up the inside on there. But Lack puts the boot down in the VX Commodore and shoots back up into third. Look at Jensen now putting all the pressure on Galley as they go down the back straight, but it's still rolling out in front.
Rolling now, doing the job, but have a look at how blue that track's gone. We have got 3 laps remaining. And now Peter Lack can sit back and balance off. They're coming up the lap. Again, Stephen Price. How quick are these front runners going? Here comes Peter Lack down the inside of Tratt. Tratt now going high, Walling, starting to burn the tyres and smoke coming from those tyres. This track is really turned to bitumen. We have got 2 laps remaining. Oh, we've got cars everywhere. Yellow flags out.
Good position and overpace, but took by yourself, you're one of our mates taking down.
Back forward. We'll have a look at Walling. He's taking them on. Galley's behind him, but here comes 91. That's his course. Oh, Galley, massive damage to his car.
Yes, Wes, to me that looked like he...
Right, we're gone. Out in front now, Walling leads them away. We've got 95 behind him, and that is Chris Jensen. Jensen in the blue Commodore now, challenging Walling. We then go back to the first of the Gilroy cars, and I'll tell you what, oh, look at the push and the shove from these guys. They're dead serious. Graham Bing just found out what it was like to have Peter Lack behind you. Oh, Jensen's now found a way up the inside. Oh, Walling's got a problem. He's down on the pole line, not going forward. He's got a problem in his car. As Peter Lack now finds himself up into second. So he's nearly third place up the inside of Gilroy. That's the checkered flag. Oh, dearie me. David, with only 2 laps to go, wasn't it all happening? Let's see. For Charlie, if you want a red Toyota 358 FVC, can you move it immediately, please? Or we are going to tow it with the grader. And then we haven't got a chain to do it with. All right, Mark Pagel off pole. Glenn Bayfield on the outside. Have a look at Andy Gibbon now trying to find a way through as well. Having Chris Waters is there too in the Falcon that was extensively damaged. And Bob Walling's up against the boards on the outside, coming to the rear. Walling now, up the inside of Bayfield. Walling in the Kibbles car, trying to find a way around the Valvoline Frost's car on. Walling really doing the job. It is a fantastic car. We've got Darren White in there as well. And White's back in 4th place. But out in front, Mark Pagel in the Bernie Drainey John Deere South VR Commodore doing the job and has really got this car hooked up and finally going forward. We've got the yellow flags out.
Yeah, Bob Walling there on the main straight, lays on the infield.
It'd be lovely to see him in the main in his very, very last drive in modified production cars. If you want to buy a good modified production car, talk to Chrissy Top. That's the one in 3rd spot. It's for sale. Back to you, Wes.
Thanks very much, David. Pagel now will lead him away. Just behind him in the AU Falcon. In the third and number 1 they go. Have a look at Jeff, and he's finally starting to go forward the B&T mechanical car. Up on the inside of him, that looks like Chris Top. And they're starting to lead all. The Falcons are starting to get a little bit bouncy in the rear. Darren White on the outside car. 36 Chris Top is trying to defend. Have a look at Darren White high and wide through turns 1 and 2. Andy Gibbon goes high. That's to leave Tom coming outside. They're going to go 3 wide in that top corner. Has anyone told Darren White there's a pole line? Darren White is the Frisco Food Ambers Falcon on the inside now has moved himself up into 3rd place. But Mark Pagel and the John Deere car started to clear out. White now, Gibbon, starting to bounce. Andy Gibbon, very nervous moment for the Falcon. I don't reckon that's Andy Gibbon. Oh, Bob Walling's gone around again. Bob Walling drinks off the yellow light once more. And Bob Walling...
The Lindy forklifts going on the game tonight at the moment.
We're looking for a start. Watch Pagel. We have 7 laps remaining. 12 laps the distance of these heats. Gibbon now. Onto the back of Pagel. Pagel's got the pace right around the outside. He's going to go high and quick pretty much straight away. Gibbon's car looking still nervous in the rear. Darren White now on the high line and down past Andy Gibbon. Pulls out on the line. Have a look at Gibbon's going to start to argue. And Darren White now under 2nd place. Chris Top has no answer at the moment. He's trying to defend on the outside from Chris Waters. Chris Waters now, have a look at Bob Walling. That Commodore starting to come into its own. But Darren White's got some force. Gibbons now starting to smoke from the right hand round of that car. It looks like a tyre up or a shock absorber. We're not sure. But Darren White hasn't. He found some form in the Frisco Food Ambers car. Walling up on the fence. He brings it back down. Darren White now well up on the fence. And that's left Chris Waters now. It's car 49. The Lindy Forklift truck up into position number 2. And he's starting to go forward. They found the problems with the car. And this car's now starting to rocket forward. Darren White now has got ahead to him to try and get onto the back of car 49 and to try and catch Pagel out in front. Gibbon's car starting to lift. This car starting to try foul. I've had enough. I'm hurt. Let me go home. We've got 3 laps left remaining. Every time they turn to left and right, I reckon that shock collapsed. Gibbon's car must have a collapsed shock driller.
Yeah, I reckon so. He needs about 4 sandbags in the boot of that thing to stop it bouncing around. Walling can't find a way around top either. He's stuck there behind that car. But look at Pagel doing it easy out front. But having said that, Waters comes back hard. Wright looks to go high. Round the outside, he's not going to do it there as they've got actually on their last lap.
Have a look at And in fact, Chris Waters is going to have a go as well, but Hagel takes the win. Chris Waters comes in for second. And a great drive there by Darren White, the Crisco Food Embers car. They were finding set up all night. He's very confident that he's going to be able to come forward, Sid Whittaker. He really is a man that enjoys his motorsport and unfortunately really enjoys the microphone as well. Watch for Michael Halley on the outside, Neil Watson on the pole line. The man I'm going to watch is going to be Ashley Parkinson in the antennas, black Commodore. Michael Halley now on the outside, the big Falcon, Jason Dolly. Trying to find a way back, Bennett to stuck his nose in there as well. And I tell you what, Trevor Mills is cutting a fine pace on the outside. But it's still Neil Watson. Here comes Michael Halley. Trying to wrestle the Falcon around. This track's going to roll the hard and fast on the pole line. Jason Dolly now on the inside, trying to find out Parkinson. Trying to get on the inside of Michael Halley, and Halley's got no response for the flying Commodore behind him. He's in defense mode from lap number 2. Around he goes. Oh, look at that. Max Bennett, halfway through turns 1 and 2, Hallelujah. David and even Michael Halley went out in Timothy running this. Hasn't featured so far. Have a look at it starting the slingshot. The antenna agency's car of Ashley Parkinson. He's going to carry a lot of speed into turn number 4 as they come across. And Michael Halley and him resume their battle for second place. Neil Watson out in front, the Victorian car doing a great job. Now we've got the flying Michael Halley from Caboolture. The Michael Halley concreting car up on the inside. Ashley Parkinson really moving the car around an awful lot behind Halley. It's as if he's playing peekaboo. He's having a look left, he's having a look right, but there's no answer to the car of Neil Watson out in front. Watson looking quite comfortable. Here comes Halley. Halley's got some drive out of turn 2. And have a look up the inside, but the road speed of the Commodore in front seemed to hold him at bay. Halley's corner speed very good in the Falcon, but Ashley Parkinson's now starting to get frustrated. Parkinson's looking for the high line. Here comes Parkinson down on the inside. Is he going to get enough drive? They'll go side by side into turn number 3. Halley has no choice but to give him some room. They're locked up as they go through turn 4. We have got 6 laps remaining. Believe it or not, we're halfway through this thing. Mills has now turned his name into this ring. And here comes Jason Jolly. He's got one of them. He's up the inside of Mills. Jolly's come from the rear. Jason Jolly's starting to come through. Ashley Parkinson knows he's going, and he's going to start driving defensively. Michael Halley now thinks he can get past Neil Watson. And Watson's thinking, what am I going to do to get rid of these guys? Watson's gone up high. Michael Halley now, a bit of a bump and shove for him. But have a look at Mills and Jolly. Mills throws the Commodore lively underneath him. Jason Jolly Mills backed that car into the corner. Now Jason Jolly's onto the back of Ashley Parkinson's car. And this is, would you believe, 4 laps down, 3 left remain. Have a look at these cars. There's 5 cars within a handkerchief of each other. This is so close. But Neil Watson out front. Michael Halley sticks his nose down the inside again. No room there. He can't get the drive off the corner to get a line out. We've got 2 laps remaining. And Michael Halley's finally found some form in the Falcon. The big yellow and blue monster starting to weave its magic. He's got no answer for Watson. We're on the last lap. 1 lap remaining. Jason Jolly's got frustrated. Mills has got frustrated. Halley's going to have a look around the outside. If he does that, here comes Ashley Parkinson down the inside. Jolly now and Mills are side by side over. Look at this. Jason Jolly holds on to the ball. And Parkinson got down the inside of Michael Halley. And believe it or not, Neil Watson streaks away with the win David, that was an unbelievable finish.
Absolutely exhausted, Trevor Mills. Back to you, Wes.
Well, that mate Warren Hooper's now on pole. Russell Baldry, the Queensland champion, out of position number 3. And of course, Gary Brown, the Aussie Trackwear car for Craig R Performance, car number 2 on the side door. But have a look at Brian Leroy, the Corvette Queensland car on the outside. Warren Hooper had no end to doing. And Brian, have a look at Brownie. Oh, Todd Doyle got it. The yellow light come on. And Gary Brown had a gap that you could have driven a semi-trailer into, a beer in front of him, and he thought, well, I'll just drive into that. Thanks for that. Russell Baldry's now come up to the pole line. Brian Leroy's got to do it all. Baldry's got a great start. Now Brian Leroy's come up, and I tell you what, Gary Brown, oh, Russell Baldry's gone round. Oh, that! Well, that was rather large.
Looks like Gary Brown's involved in that.
I think Russell Baldry needs, he's going to need more than a crane to get that down. The pole line. Brian Leroy's got to do it all. Baldry's got a great start. Now Brian Leroy's come up, and I tell you what, Gary Brown, oh, Russell Baldry's gone round. Oh, that! Well, that was rather large. Start. Brian Leroy gets the start again on the outside. And here comes Cockrell. Cockrell up the inside, the 2 better electrical cars. The Corvette Queensland now up on the inside, Brian Leroy. Really pushing Cockrell. Oh, Cockrell's gone up to the wall. And Cockrell's car now lays dormant in turn number 3. Which we haven't completed a lap yet. Brownie now on the outside. Todd Doyle comes up on his wall. Brownie's trying to keep out of harm's way. He's going to go around the outside of Doyle. Gary Brown and the Aussie Trackwear car moves forward and now goes into the lead. Todd Doyle behind him. We then have Potters and Brian Leroy doing battle for third. Potters now in the Husky Performance car. Leroy's in the Corvette Queensland car. Down on the pole line goes the Corvette Queensland car of Leroy, and Potters up on the wall. These guys are side by side for one complete lap. This is great racing from the 2 Commodores. But Gary Brown now has got the Aussie Trackwear car, the Craig R Performance car, into a rhythm, and now starts to try and put a gap between him and Todd Doyle. Todd Doyle won't have a bar of that for better electrical or Corvette Queensland, and tries to get onto the back of the car as quickly as he can. Doyle now washes up high. That's not what he wanted to do, and Brownie's got the gap he needed. 3 laps and all completed. Believe this or not, Trevor Betts, we've still got 9 to go.
Well, you kidding, Wes? This has been a rate of attrition, this race. To even start it, you had to be there. Gary Brown now doing it easy out front. He's managed to run away from Doyle. But look at Pottage and Leroy now fighting over 3rd spot. Well, we've got the Cortina and Hooper back there in 5th. But look at that. Leroy right into the door of Pottage now. He's letting him know that he wants 1st place in the Corvette Queensland Commodore as he looks up the inside once again. Pottage gets a little bit loose up the top. Still keeps it nice and high, but Brown doing it easy out front for Craig R and Aussie Trackwear.
Have a look at Brian Leroy and Potters doing battle. This is where a great race is. These guys have been side by side now for 4 laps. How long can they keep this up? They are just going round and round. Side by side. Potters now has no edge. He's got to come back. But here comes Potters now. He's got to look on the inside. He's going, all right, Brian Leroy, you go on the outside and see whether you like it. So now it's the better electrical cars, 2 and 3. The 2 twin cars from Gympie. But out in front, Gary Brown with 4 laps remaining. Aussie Trackwear and Craig R engines are doing a great job. This immaculate prepared car has really done the business. Oh no! Brian Leroy's got a problem. So now that's left. Potters just to sit in 3rd and defend off Warren Hooper. We've lost so many cars so far out of this. I cannot believe the rate of attrition was 1 heat.
The car there of of Leroy. It smells like it's done a gearbox or different. You can smell it in the air, Wes. So not a lot happening there for Leroy at the moment. 2 to go now, and Brown's still out in front.
Nice round, he's got a broken piece of suspension. He's going to have to try and lift the car out. This is going to be a great drive. Watch this. Gary Brown's got enough distance if he can keep the car turned to at least keep it in the top 3. Brownie's lifting this car out, and I can see you what Todd Doyle knows has got a problem. Brownie now on the high line. He's got 1 lap left remaining. Is his luck going to keep it together? Is he going to be able to keep Todd Doyle away? Doyle now down the inside. No, he's going to lose first place. Kenny hold on to second. Car number 2. This has been a great drive by Brownie. He doesn't deserve to lose it like this. And Gary Brown hangs on to second place at least with that car totally limping. He's going to pull it up and stop and call for a tow truck.
Oh, you'd have to think, Wes, that whatever broke on that car was obviously damage that he suffered in the couple of incidents as it happened.
From this field. A lot of points riding on this last round of heats. Expect to be a lot of cut and thrust moves. I expect Chris Jensen to try and push his way past very quickly. He's got to get to the front to score some points. Away they come on the outside. It is Neil Lewis. With Ted Whittaker down on the pole line. Have a look at Jensen. He's having to go to Russugans now up the inside. A Skeen. And Russugans starting to come through. Lewis has gone backwards. Russugans come underneath him as well. Ted Whittaker and Jensen now. Jensen side by side with Whittaker as they turn into turn number 1. Neil Lewis has been thrown out the side. Jacoby's coming forward. So is Gilroy. But have a look at Jensen. Have a look at these guys. Have a look at the style of Sid Whittaker. Him and Jensen were side by side for a lap. Shane Skeen now. Bits of photograph coming well and truly off the back of his car. That's only the rear bar cover that won't slow the car down. Up on the inside comes Skeen. He's trying everything to get past Sid Whittaker. And Russugans now starting to find some form in this very quick ex-Brent Barrett field Commodore. Jacoby tries to find a way in. He's a patient driver. We've only got 9 laps down. This is going to be a humdinger in the last round of heat. Oh, Russugans washes up high in turn number 2. Over the back they go. Jensen is now starting to put a gap on Sid Whittaker. Shane Skeen wants to get up on the inside. He's trying to find some drive on the pole line. Whittaker now, right up high. Seems to think his car's tricked there. He said, Skeen, you can have a look all you want down the inside. It ain't far. So now here comes Jacoby. Him and Miles Gilroy doing battle over the back. They're fighting for 5th place. And Jacoby now gets the better of Gilroy. So now Jacoby in the EL XR6 Falcon tries to move the car forward. But out in front, Chris Jensen, with 6 laps to go, seems to have the measure of everybody behind him. Whittaker's still holding the high line. Shane Skeen, no entry, come underneath, but he can't get the drive to get underneath him from the pole line, exiting a corner. Gilroy now trying to get back in front of Jacoby. And Gilroy trying to sink the Recco Commodore along the side of him. But Jacoby's not having any part of that. Gilroy with his best effort so far, but still no look. Shane Skeen now close to the side of Sid Whittaker that he's seen. The Chris Jensen finally found some form. Lewis back onto the track after a moment coming onto the infield here in turns 1 and 2. We've got 2 laps remaining this time round. Two laps remaining. And these guys are really starting to push. Jensen now. He's had the reign of this from the moment that flag dropped. Sid Whittaker's driven the best defensive run I've seen in a long time. Shane Skeen's try everything, but here comes Russugans. Russugans with a lot of drive out of the old VL Commodore in checkered flag time though. Chris Jensen will take the win. Second place is a decider. Have a look at this as they go across. Believe it or not, the Nuggets come across with Skeen and Sid Whittaker. Locked tight like two love-struck puppies across the start-finish line. Truett is driving to a plan. It seems this title, in fact, he really has won everything there is to win in Super Street so far this year here in Queensland, and the modified production rank is something he's really enjoying as well. Here we go, Carter and Graham being leaders away. Peter Lack straight up on the inside. We've got White on the outside of him. Lack hasn't given this away. The Light's going to try and come down the inside. We've got Todd Doyle and Truett now. This is at least up 2 places to what he thought he was going to be. Potage is now trying to find a way on the inside. Carter's got a problem. He's out down on the pole line as everybody drives fast. So him and Doyle now do battle for 4th place. Truett's made his way through. So Graham Bean now out in front. Peter Lack is the Commodore trying to find a way around the outside. Darren White, Queensland 58, is trying everything he knows to try and find a way around or follow Peter Lack through. The Cisco Food Ambers car, Darren White. The Woodcott Seedlings car of Peter Lack, we don't need to tell you who they are. Truett now trying to come onto the back of Carter. Todd Doyle's in front of him, holding down 4th place. Truett now very sideways, not getting a lot of drive out of those corners. The track is quite slick. The Commodores are suiting it, but the mountain is really starting to labour. Carter's got a problem around the back of the track and everybody catches him one more time. Now we look to Peter Lack. Has he got an answer for Graham Bean? Lack just sitting back there waiting. Is he biding his time and seeing what the Commodore's going to do? Have they made a radical change to the handling of this car to see what it's going to run like in its feature? Peter Lack's having a look on the outside. Here he comes. He wound that thing up. He's now going to run the high line. He set Graham Bean up for that 2 turns ago. He's now up on the board. Graham Bean is going to show him the wall. Is he going to turn down on there? Very tight and close. Bean's going to come off second hand. And Peter Lack goes forward again, once again to the Woodblock Seedlings car. 5 laps remaining. Graham Bean must be saying to himself, what am I going to do to win one of these things so I can lead us over half the distance? Well, they can't win one. Darren White for Crisco Foods is now on the trail off the back of Graham Bean's Falcon. And Glenn Truett now been passed by Darren Bodies. So Truett now slipping backwards. He needed a good finish to guarantee a great start. He's going to have a lot of stress waiting for these final rounds to find out he's going to get a start in the pole couple. We have got 3 laps remaining. Peter Lack out in front. The car looks nice and balanced. Graham Big behind him. 3rd place White. 4th place is Todd Doyle. And Carter's now arguing the toss again. The car stops every now and again on the back straight. And that must be making it very, very frustrating for Carter. Through they come. 1 lap to go. Peter Lack has really started to stamp some authority on this, but is he going to be lucky enough to win the title? There's so much stress on him, so much pressure, but it's checkered flag time for him, and Peter Lack's going to take another heat win, the 55 car. 2nd place went to Graham Bean. White come in for 3rd with with Todd Doyle up the inside of Carter. Gary Brown, he's been a very lucky man.
Well, he came over to me and asked if I knew how to fix it, and I said I didn't know, but I thought he was only joking. Maybe he was serious. He almost missed his heat. Tell you what, though, I like the way Peter Lack used Graham Bink for a sounding board that last time. Great drive. Back to you, Les.
Well, have a look at this. Max Bennett has now found himself on pole position. Raymond, as I said, Raymond and Bennett do battle. And Greg Raymond now trying to find position. Well, Raymond is really starting to charge. Raymond straight down underneath Walling, and Raymond up to second place. Have a look at Barrett, the boundary rider up against the board. But Raymond now slots himself up to second place with the yellow lights on once more. Well, it looks like Max Bennett has just got the rear of the field. Is that what you saw, the rear flag?
I did. I seen it.
Eyes, the cool end look of Mr. Greg Raymond this time as they come around the start. Thompson down on the pole line, falling on the outside. Look at Barron and Raymond. They were side by side. They're going to go 3-1 in the top corner. Steve Thompson, Barron's up against the wall. I'll be looking at that right front tyre of Brett Barron's car. I guarantee with the contact with him and Raymond, he's cut a tyre. Raymond now in second place. Walling down in front. Bennett just trying to find his way around, and Raymond knows that he can win this if he can get in front of Walling. They're starting to push. The cars aren't handling the track. It's become very, very slick. And Walling's car is really starting to find a zone. Max Bennett now trying to find a way underneath Steve Thompson. And have a look at who's coming from the rear. We forgot about him. It's Gary Brown of the Aussie Trackway Commodore. He's got one. He's now going to line these two up. He's going to go right round the boundary. Brownie up against the wall. He's up with the marbles well up high. With 9 laps remaining, Raymond's got time to size up and move on Walling. One of the Commodores up against the wall up here, that is car 34. Good luck for him. But Greg Raymond has got no answer at the moment for Walling in front. Bennett, have a look at Brown. He's now up to 4th place. He's going to be on Bennett here very quickly. And Brownie, what a great drive by him, Gary Brown. With 6 laps remaining, bought himself from the rear. And if Max Bennett can make that Falcon any wider than it is, it's unbelievable how defensive he's driving. Brownie's trying everything cleanly to try and get past him. Brownie trying to set him up for an over and over. He's a very calculating driver. Bennett has got that car. The Cairns Wholesale Paint full grip suspension car. Steve Thompson now, behind Timbers. It's starting to languish. He has no answer for the front 4. Here comes Brownie. Bennett just washed up high, and Brownie's got him to 3rd place. With 4 laps remaining, 3rd place will do Brownie all the world of good in points. But Raymond's got to get ahead of Walling. He really does. Walling needs the points as well. 3 laps remaining. And Greg Raymond is driving this thing as absolutely hard as he can. Have a look at this. Brown's now going to settle for 3rd. He knows he's in the top 20. He's just hoping to take 2nd place and sort some problems out. He's limited down on the pole line too. Brownie's just hung on the pole line. I don't think the car's exactly 100% yet, but he's going to get some time to fix it. This will be 1 more lap to go. 1 flag at the start of the stand. Walling's only got to hang on to a 2nd point. Will help Raymond. But Walling now on the pole line. He's driven defensively. Raymond's had no answer. So Greg Walling will take this. A great win to him and a final win for him. He hasn't really had such a great night. Raymond is for 2nd. Brownie is for 3rd. And 4th place goes to Max Bennett. His 2nd place is going to be enough to keep Greg Raymond at the top 20. Peter Lack, who's jumped in another car, Glenn Haddon, Mark Pagel, Stephen Price, Ashley Parkinson, Russell Baldry's out, and Chris Top comes off the rear. This is going to be a crackerjack one.
Certainly got some names.
They're going to go green. Have a look at this. Peter Lack jumps straight around the outside. And I tell you what, this old car cannot do a thing wrong. In fact, Pagel's gone with him. Have a look at Glenn Haddon. Oh, Glenn's turning round. Here we go. Oh, dearie me. Glenn Haddon has the best start he's ever had in the advanced mobile machining VC Commodore. Competitors now to call. Peter Lack's got to do it again. He'll be up on the boundary. But have a look at Cockrell. He's down on the pole. And Peter Lack up against the board. Oh, no, here we go. Well, I tell you what, Darren Cockrell, position in the top 20, or trying to get into the top 20 start. Cockrell gets a great start. Price on the outside. And now Price at the straight side car's gone down. Cockrell's going to come up and cover Lack. And Pricey now on the inside through the Lack. On the outside, Local Knowledge here is going to let Lack go right round. The Price on the inside. Have a look at Cockrell now. He's run the high line. And Pricey on the inside has gone to the lead. Ashley Parkinson and the all-black Commodore has slotted up underneath Peter Lack. That's a good bit of driving, but here comes Cockrell down the outside. Parkinson says, I'll help you along a bit. And Pricey and Cockrell, here's Peter Lack. He's thrown his cat into the ring. So these guys know there's a feature race to run yet tonight. Have a look at Peter Lack. He's got some confidence underneath all of these guys. He's going to have a run into first place. Price is going to find himself on the board there. Peter Lack up on the inside. He finds himself up in second place. What a great run this has been. We've got 9 laps left to go. Ashley Parkinson now says, I'm coming too. Parkinson now up on the outside. He's going to try and go right around Parkinson. This is going to be a good drive. He might pull this off. Parkinson now on the outside. Peter Lack down the inside with 3 wide into turn number 1. Peter Lack into the lead momentarily. But have a look at Ashley Parkinson. He's not going to let him have this at all. He's not going to let him have this. Have a look at Peter Lack and Parkinson. They are side by side.
Yeah, well, there's awesome bodywork coming off Parkinson's car there. As he gets caught up with Lack, but Lack goes through into the lead now. Looking to make the perfect score, 5 from 5 in this car this weekend. As we see Parkinson now trying to come back on Peter Lack, but I'm not sure he's going to have the money with it.
He certainly won't, but have a look at the balance of the 05 car. Peter Lack has really got this car dialed in. The old faithful is getting all the cars down to get the hand-me-downs off the brand new Commodore. And I'll tell you what, I'd be putting the money on this on the final. What a great car this is. We've got 4 laps remaining. And Parkinson's not done yet at all. Price has got no answer. Cockrell's trying to find a way around. And I tell you what, if I'm not mistaken, Chris Top's going to start to come forward as well. Have a look at Parkinson now, side by side. He's not giving in at all. Parkinson and Lack doing battle. Is this what we're going to see in the final? Parkinson now in the lead. Is he going to spoil the record here for Peter Lack? Is he going to lose it? Is he not going to win one heat in this car? Peter Lack won't give in. The track's very slick. We've got 3 laps remaining. The 05 car on Lack is now pushing forward. Parkinson now, have a look at Lack. He's slowed that gap again. He's settled down. Parkinson's gone high and Lack is on him. Look at that gap track. We've got 2 laps remaining. The locals are on their feet. Is Peter Lack going to be able to get Parkinson? He's only got a lap after he comes past me one more time. Parkinson goes high, Lack on the inside. He's trying for the line. One more lap. As every Toowoomba resident takes a breath and holds it. Peter Lack, is he going to know? One more throw of the dice. He drops it in early. He's going to go for the under and over. He's going to come up alongside him. It's going to be close. Parkinson takes it. Peter Lack in the second place. Third is Chris come. I knew that was going to come. I tell you what, David, you've got to put your hands together for oh, mate, I can't even say his name again. Peter Lack, unbelievable effort himself in the local area in it. The next time you come up, especially to a two-night show, it really is worth your while to stay. You can spend the next night or the next morning up go-karting up the road at the indoor car centre. Fantastic place to be. Not after the Speedway boys have been. All right. Oh, hello. We're 3 wide on the start. Great effort there, I can tell you now. Bob Walling. I think Bob Walling was making that up as he went along. Safety being the issue, they pulled them up on the back straight, not in the middle of turn number 1. Oh, David, what an unbelievable thing. They all went high. Bob Walling saw the hole in front of him and thought, you guys going to leave me that much room?
And he's right at the right point of the field to do it too. That's hoping to get the job done this time around. Back to you, Wes.
Well, let's have a second go trying to start this. Trappy off the front. Oh, here we go. Trevor, yeah. Had a bit of a run of this car, 23 of course with Robert Trapp. And they're going to let this one travel. The Shoreline Transport car there is Hoover. Find yourself up there, have a look at Robert Trapp. And the guy that wants is Justin Drew. Oh, once around the bob. Well, he's fallen victim to the quicksand on turn number 1. I hope he bought his lunch. He's going to be there a while if he thinks he's going to drive out. Stands to run around the outside. That's what he likes. He's also got Chris Waters in the Lindy Forklift car. And they're starting to push already. Walling now. Takes them up high. Robert Trapp on the outside now. Trapp's trying to find some legs. These cars are really starting to motor. Walling. Trapp. And here comes Chris Waters. I'll tell you what, Brian Leroy's not trying this in yet. Oh, Justin Drew. Doing battle here with one of the 14ers that cracked that Hoover. But on the outside is Wilson. And Anthony Wilson, drops it in. These guys have absolutely no fear at all. Drew, I think, is going to let this go away. I don't think he wants to get into the scuffle. He said, you guys are too serious. I've got some good points. I'm going to get a start of this pole shuffle. I'll sit back and wait. So Robert Trapp now, with 9 laps remaining, has got the measure of Bob Walling. Chris Waters needs a good finish. He's going to try and get in front of Walling. Walling needs all the points he can get. This is going to be a titanic struggle. Walling needs to get every conceivable point to have a shot at this. He's had a lot of cars fall out, so he does have a mathematical chance of making the 20. A very flat tyre here on car number 2. That's Trevor Hughes. He'll put that back to lead. Looks like he's got 2 flat tyres. The Trapp leads Walling. Brian Leroy now up the inside of Chris Waters, and Leroy's starting to come forward as well. The Gibby Flyer, one of the owners of Corvette Queensland, Brian Leroy. And a guy that on his own track at Gibby is so fast. Five laps remaining, we'll go to 4 this time. And Walling's now starting to get a little furious. Walling closed that gap as he edges his way forward. This fantastic Commodore really is a very quick car. We saw the potential of that last year's title when it was absolutely brand new. And this car is one state-of-the-art motor car. But at the moment he has no answer for Robert Trapp in front of him. And Trapp now with 3 laps to go. But it's the car that's moving forward as Brian Leroy up wide and Wally. And Leroy now up the inside of the Lismore champion. He's found his place on the inside, and I've got to tell you, this is exciting stuff to watch. Leroy now up to second place. Wally needed those points. We have 2 laps remaining as Leroy's got enough time to get onto the front. Can he challenge Robert Trapp? Trapp has been driving in a comfort zone. He probably doesn't know Leroy's coming. 1 lap remaining. There's the white flag out. Look at Brian Leroy. Up the inside. He's throwing everything at Robert Trapp here. His car is very quick through turns 3 and 4. The yellow Commodore of Leroy. He's going to have a look up the inside. It's going to be very close. Have a look at Brian Leroy. No, he doesn't. Trapp gets him out. Leroy takes second. With Wally gets the third. And David and Brian Leroy leaves that to the last to make a run.
Yeah, he certainly did, but 10 out of 10 for Robert Trapp. He looked very, very, very nice there. He deserved that win.
All right, let's look at the start. Michael Halley down on pole. The car to watch in this heat will be Trevor Mills and car 10. He really, really does push hard. Halley now keeps fires up on the top. Michael Halley now sorts him out, but have a look at the fantastic drive here by Jason Jolly. Now Jolly's got himself up in. Mills got caught napping, and Jolly's now under siege by Jim Spires. They are 2 and 3 wide. Spires has given him. Mills is back as the thing in from 5 miles away. And Fergie's loosed it again. Fergie's having a whole lot of sit-up dramas on turn number 2. Well, I don't know what we're going to do here. We have 11 laps remaining. I've made it back just to give you the drum. I've got a spot out here. We've got 2 big cars. Michael Halley now is going to try and get him to restart. Have a look at Mills. They come around absolutely on fire. Jim Spires on the outside. Michael Halley's going to do it again. And have a look at car 10, Trevor Mills. Mills hasn't given his way, but here comes Jason Jolly. Jason Jolly now came from nowhere. The bloke still on the second. Spires is caught napping. And Jolly's on the pole line. He's going to find a run inside of Halley. Halley's having to run soft. But Jolly, no! Here we go. The car's starting to move everywhere. Bit of contact. Halley had a moment mid-corner, and that let Jason Jolly get away with it. And the funny thing to see is Jason Jolly. This is one of the few he's actually led here this weekend. Consistent point scoring has helped him. He's found himself well up into the points. In fact, at the end of this, Jason Jolly was in 11th place. If he wins this heat, it's going to bump him right up through the top 10. But Jolly now, out in front. We go back to Michael Halley, Mills and Jim Spires on the outside. And Trevor Beck. How hard can they run these cars?
Oh, I don't think they can run it much harder. Where's Beedman as we see Spires putting all the pressure on Mills. Look at Sullivan there getting a helping hand from Troy Riddle. Car 63. Riddle putting all the pressure on Sullivan at the moment as they go around through turn 2, but Spires still trying to find a way past Mills. Look at Halley down the back of that Falcon starting to bounce around, but Jolly doing it nice and easy out in front at the moment. As we see Halley through there, there goes Mills, throws it sideways into 1. Spires got the arm lost it, and that's just the way Mills goes through there. Look at Sullivan now on the inside, that's Spires that goes through to take 4th. Put Spires up high on the high line, he doesn't like it up there. Sullivan goes up to 4th. Bill now is going to put Sullivan under fire. Put Spires under fire, sorry. As they go through 2, Spires looks to come back at Sullivan. And I tell you what, where's Stephen? Jolly's doing it easy out front.
Sullivan's the mover. 9th place so far the points. He wants to get on the top 5. Have a look at him and Mills. Mills is the charger. He's thrown this thing in from 50 to 100 feet away. Back in the car into the corners. He's a rally driver, not a speedway driver. But out in front with 4 laps remaining this time is Jason Jolly. Michael Halley trying to find and finally has found the fall for the Falcon. up really well. Spies is giving Sullivan the biggest hurry-up you've ever seen. I tell you what, Spies is leaning so much on Sullivan, he's probably going to give him the bill for the repainting of the car after the event. But great to see these guys race beside George Riddle now into the frame. He's up on the inside of Spies. That was these guys side by side. 2 laps remaining. The Holden Precision driving team. This is what these guys look like. Oh, Sullivan and Mills still battling for third. This is a great race. And Michael Halley now pulling in Jason Jolly. 1 lap remaining. Halley needs a win. Jolly doesn't need the points, but he wants to win anyway. And Jolly now gets the bound of the ground. The John Chan entry, the current Australian champion, will take the heat win. Second place to Michael Halley. Sullivan finally comes in third. Teammates, the 2 Ford Wreckers are reckless sponsored cars. I know Nick Rosa and Debbie Rosa will be sitting on the hill going, well, this is good enough for these guys. Looking forward to the 2 teammates running off against each other. Darren White, another Caboolture car, coming out after that again. So Caboolture really starting to fill some holes here for the top 20 cars in Australia. They'll get a start this time. Truan down on the pole line. And Halley up on the outside. Watch the white line, they'll hit it. Halley gets the better start. Truan's going to drop in behind him. This track a little bit different. We've got an orange light. We weren't happy with that. $20 laps for 20 competitors to do a pole shuffle.
In suspenders, well then you've also got me in suspense. You know what I'm like? I like my motorsport. Don't do that to me.
We're looking for a start. Watch them again. Here they come. That looks like a good start. Michael Halley on the outside, Truan on the pole line. And Truan's got a lot better start this time. They're side by side. Halley got good drive out of third, number 2. And now leads him through. He gets a little high but sets the car nicely. That Falcon's looking like it's going to run the distance. They're 1 lap sprints, these things. So Halley goes through. Glenn Truan peels off. And it looks like we're going to run it a la the sprinters. The strongest and the best survive. Truan comes down to the pole line. Or does the challenger go to the pole line? It looks like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, usually in the pole shuffle, where's the higher place?
And Darren White in the Crisco Food Hampers car. Up against Michael Halley in the Halley Concreting XF Falcon. Another XF Falcon, in fact an XE versus XF. The 2 Caboolture cars, here we go again, Halley. They hit the line together. Darren White, Michael Halley. Halley's definitely got the drive on the outside. That car looks nice and balanced. He's going to come across this side. Darren White's going to throw everything at him, but it will be checkered flag sign this time for Michael Halley once more. So the man who really didn't start that well yesterday, a $2.50 ignition switch on the dash has cost him and robbed him of maybe some good points throughout the night. Now Michael Halley has moved himself up even further. Darren White. Graham Bing on the inside, Halley on the outside. Halley's tyres at probably a little bit better temperature. He's really got a good feel for the track to be like. They hit the line together. It's going to be a great start. Graham Bing holds him down. Michael Halley up on the top, gets a nice drive out of the cushion. Graham Bing's got no answer. Michael Halley goes forward for one more time. And Graham Bing says, well, that's all I can give you, mate. You can have that. Michael Halley goes forward and Graham Bing's now going to come out of position 18. It's the first of the V6 VS Commodores out here. Chris Jensen has looked very strong all week. They go green. Halley and Jensen side by side. Look at Jensen trying to push him up. Jensen's going to come forward. Halley's got no room to move now unless Jensen makes a mistake. Halley's not over yet. Have a look at this. They're going to be side by side. Halley's still going to go to Jensen. And Michael Halley comes out at 17. And now Raymond comes out to do battle.
Strap yourselves in, come along for the ride, guys, because we're getting set for the real deal.
Raymond comes hard up. He's going to show him a clean set heels. Raymond. But on the outside, that seems to be where the drive is. And Raymond's got 2 more turns to make an impression. I don't think he's going to. Jensen gets high. Raymond comes onto him. This is going to be close. Jensen takes it again. And Raymond comes out at 16.
And it just keeps getting better and better. Back to you, Wes.
Darren Cockrell now comes down onto the pole line. They come up to David Duck. He's trying to push him up higher into the loop. We'll watch until they let it go. Cockrell now. He has got the better start. Jensen's going to come back on the inside. This is going to be a very close finish. Cockrell now. Not knowing the track and then Jensen's going to have good drives. They're going to come in side by side. Have a look at this. Jensen's done away. Cockrell takes the win. Chris Jensen will start out at 15. Possible driver throughout the heat. And now he has his opportunity to show exactly why he deserves to be further up this field where luck had no part in what he had earlier on this evening. Well, I don't think Darren Bonnie's got any idea what was going to go on. In fact, Cockrell went straight around the outside unchallenged. I think he was looking for the orange block. So once again, Cockrell goes through and Bonnie's will start from position 14.
Mark Pagel, that would be.
Well, once again, Pagel got caught napping. Cockrell on the outside really got a good start. They're going to come out this time to get the ticket. And Cockrell's going to live to fight another day. Pagel and the Bernie Drainey John D. Commodore will start from position 13. Oh, well, Sullivan tried to start. We've gone orange. I thought Sullivan would be one that really was going to challenge, and I wasn't too far wrong, David. What do you think? Well, here we go again. Sullivan and Cockrell. Look at it. Side by side, Sullivan not giving him any room at all. Can he be any further attached to him? I'm not real sure. Sullivan's trying everything. P6 Commodore versus P6 Commodore. He's having one last go. They drift up a bit higher. It's going to be close. And Cockrell goes forward again. And Sullivan will start from position 12.
It's your event, car number 12. We're talking about Darren Cockrell certainly earning his right to climb the ladder in the modified production car feature race.
Well, Cockrell now down on the pole line. And Cockrell's won that battle as well. Cockrell's going to come through. This is Wayne, Neil Watson beside him. Neil Watson will start from position 11.
This could be just the one. It's going to be certainly a challenge for him anyway.
Walling on the pole line. I didn't think they'd let that go. We'll try again for a start. Oh, Walling coming to grips with Cockrell. Walling's not giving in though. He throws the Commodore hard and high into the corner. But Cockrell's coming forward. He's got 2 more laps to go. How far can Cockrell push till four? This is a great display in the pole shuffle. And Cockrell takes let alone that other win. Here we go again, Cockrell down on the low, Wilson on the outside. Cockrell's on the better start again, Wilson was short napping, they've gone orange. So he's moved 6 places so far, Cockrell.
Okay, so I would assume that Jason Jolly will be the next one out.
All right. Cockrell now down on the pole. Wilson on the outside, that looks like a lot cleaner start to Brent Bordo's car. Oh, Cockrell. He's really got this pole line worked out. Wilson on the outside and no answer. Now Cockrell's in control and he'll move forward one more place. Cockrell takes yet another win. Anthony Wilson will start from 9.
The leader sprint cars, one of the modified productions, your choice, 1 or the 2. Jason Jolly inside. Groove right now, let's see what happens.
All right, have a look at this. Jolly's down on the pole line. Cockrell's on the outside. So Jolly had lane choice. And Jason Jolly's got a bit of a job out of him. He tries to turn Cockrell around. They go hard into turn. Number 3 and 4, look at Jolly. As he tries to push his way through, he's not going to do it. Cockrell hangs on.
How close was that? About as close as you're going to get.
Jason Jolly will start from position 8. Have to do battle. Chris Waters comes out to do battle. This will be sensational. He's taken the pole line as well. Cockrell and Waters over the end. Oh, there we go. Oh no! As the lane of Cockrell just drops himself, he's not going to. Chris Waters knows he's there. Have a look at Cockrell. He's not going to get it. Here we go. This is going to be so close. Is Cockrell? No. Chris Waters breaks Cockrell's stranglehold on the pole shuffle. And
well,
I tell you what, Darren Cockrell from position 16 is going to start in 7. What a great effort. Give him a round of applause. How good is that effort?
just a momentary lapse in concentration's upset the apple cart, literally.
Justin Drew comes out now. He comes onto the pole line. Oh, Chris Waters, hard eyes come down. They're going to let it go. Waters in the Lindsay forklift car. How good's his effort so far? He's going to move forward at least one place. Justin Drew tries everything out of him. Here we go. Drew's going to come through right on the last. It's going to be so close. Oh, no. I can't pick it. I can't pick it. That was too close for me.
Mate,
I'll wait for our lap scorer. She seems to know more than I do. 17 goes through. But that's what she's telling me.
Dead heat, Wes. We'll have a 3-car run-off for the next one.
Dead heat, you reckon, guys? Ask the girls.
Well, we don't know what... Folks, when we know, we'll tell you. We've just had it confirmed. 17 will take it. Once again, the lap scorers are definitely never wrong. So Chris Waters will start from position 6. So now Justin Drew takes on Peter Lack in the second of the 2 cars, the 5-5 car. He really wanted to run the 05 car, but fate has played its hand in that. So they go into turn number 1. The local hero, can he go even further forward? We've got some great drive by Justin. This is going to be close as they come down. Lax turns in. Justin's not giving it in. This is going to be close. I think he's going to go through though. And Peter Lax goes through one more time. Justin Drew will start out of position 5. Also sponsored by Corvette Queensland. And Todd Doyle knows no other way but hard and fast. Peter Lack, you are in for a battle. Well, they go to turn number 1 and Todd Doyle was caught napping. Lack got some good drive out of that corner and Lack's going to go further forward again. Peter Lack now turns into the box corner. Doyle throws everything at him, but Peter Lack will go forward one more time. And Todd Doyle will start from position number 4. 16:43, the quickest lap. The statistician's next door to me, just about recording. They tell me how many breaths I've taken tonight, that's for sure. Peter Lack now. With Ashley Parkinson on the outside. Parkinson got caught well up high. Now he's going to have one last goldie, but I think 55 is going to have the measure. The brand new car for Peter Lack and Whitcott Feeling. He goes forward one more time. So now Ashley Parkinson will start from position number 3. One more. 4's together for our top point scorer tonight, Gary Brown, as he comes out in the Aussie Trekwear car to do battle.
Here we go.
Against the man with a lot of pressure on his back. Brownie on the outside. Here we go. Brownie wants the pole. Peter Lack ain't going to give it up real easy. They're going to come into the bottom corner and Brownie going to try and keep on the outside. It looks like he is. Brownie's come round. Have a look at the drive for Gary Brown. But Peter Lack. Peter Lack will start from pole. Peter Lack will start from pole. Good effort. Absolutely fantastic. Put your hands together for him. That probably isn't the car he'd want to run the feature in. He's been so happy with the other car all night, but fate played its hand as he turned a bearing in the engine in the last heat. And he goes round now. This will be our pole sitter. A man with so much pressure on him tonight. David, what a fantastic effort.
Biggest night of the year, and it's about to unfold before our eyes, mate.
A bevy of cars. Darren White's had a fantastic campaign here this weekend. The car wasn't right on Saturday morning, but it's all right now. He's in the feature race. We're looking for a start. The local heroes on pole. Watch him and Brownie doing battle. Here they come, checking flag. Come in 20 laps, 40 laps time. Around the outside, oh, here we go.
Here we go. Absolute mayhem over there in 2. Peter Lack has gone around and has been collected by about 3 cars. So the pole sitter is in a world of trouble over there, Wes.
David, you're making your way right across there now. What's happening? Damon came into the down. Ashley Parkinson on the pole line. Brownie on the outside. But Justin Drew now. Parkinson goes round. Brown on the outside. Here comes Todd Doyle. But Parkinson holds on a second. Doyle now drives himself up to the third. And here comes Chris Waters on the inside. Drew's car laying down and running a tyre. That's going to be disconcerting. Jason Jolly now gets the drive up on the inside. And Jolly now puts himself up into 5th or 6th place. Greg Raymond driving through the field, and here comes Peter Lack. Michael's got a problem. Chris Waters is in trouble as well. We've only completed 2 laps, but already the cars are starting to fail. Coming through the field, have a look at these drivers. Sullivan's coming through. But Chris Waters is right near the guard down on the inside of that tyre. We've got the yellow. We've got a car parked in the mud between turns 3 and 4. And here we go. Rowdy out in front. Ashley Parkinson down on the pole line trying to find some more guys. Here comes Todd Doyle on the inside. These guys are starting to push. That tyre still rubbing on Chris Waters' car. That car, if it makes 40 laps, I'll be really surprised. Jolly now, starting to push his way through. We then go to back in the field, Walling now trying to find his way through, and Mark Pagel's coming around the outside. Peter Lack now, midfield trying to find a way through, and here comes Michael Halley starting to move, make his move. With Michael Halley coming from the midfield, Chris Waters with the smoke coming from the rear. It's all happening down there, David. And I think Peter Lack's night's run, he may have a flat left front. We'll get that checked. Start, they're going to come round straight away and go. Brownlee leads them away. Doyle now. Irwin Justin through on the third line. Here comes Jason Jolly. Wilson behind him. We've got Cottrell now coming as well, and Michael Halley's found himself on the top 10. Michael Halley, a man who really nearly didn't even qualify for the feature, is now in the top 10, and that Falcon's looking very, very strong. Brown out in front. Second place is Todd Doyle, and he's having a look on the inside. Doyle's trying to find a way around. Here comes Jason Jolly. Wilson, the Pancake Factory car, is on the fly as well. Jolly now down on the low line, trying to find a way inside. The car adjusted through. Drew's car now starting to smoke as well. They're really starting to turn these tyres on a very bitumenized piece of clay. We've got 26 laps to go. Todd Doyle is all over the back of Gary Brown. The two local Queenslanders doing so well. They know each other well. They race against each other every other week. And these guys know what one another's going to be like. Here comes Peter Lack through the crowd. The Woodcock Fiedling's car is really starting to push. But laps may run out for him. Brown now leaves the slide. Old Doyle trying to find a way on the inside. They're all starting to come off the pole line. It's interesting to watch Peter Lack trying to find his way through this field, David. inside. They really are starting to push. Michael Halley is now up into position 7, and it's starting to come forward. Brownie is on the defensive, and it's all really pushing away. This is an unbelievable race. Brown out front. John Doyle followed by Justin Drew for Victoria. Wilson, then Michael Halley, and Michael Halley is now finding himself battling for fifth place with Jason Jolly. Michael Halley is by far the man who really shouldn't have even been in the feature. He's done a great job to get it here. He was so unlucky on Saturday. Now comes Sunday night, he's battling for one of the top 5 positions. We've got 21 laps to go. We are now at half race distance. Ken Gary Brown, the Aussie Raceway car, for great outperformance. Hang on to this. Kenny did the job. That Aussie Raceway car really is getting a workout.
Yes, thank you very much. Wes Beaver there in the control tower. Let's go racing the Aussie Raceway car of Gary Brown. Sorry, mate, just by battling in this thing going flat. I can just see you from the headset. Whether you got that or not, but that's what's happening to me down here. We're going to go racing now the Aussie Raceway car of Gary Brown with a better electrical car pointer in with him. Let's give a chase back with the pack and see where Peter Lack is. Oh dear, I don't want to look. Okay, Patrick Terence.
Look at this, David, down on the pole line. How unlucky can he be? He's stood through. Oh, have a look at the slow start there, Peter Lack. Michael Mapping. And Peter Lack made his way through. Out in front, Gary Brown now leads. He has 19 laps between him and the Australian Championship. This is going to be one hell of a race. The Slagar Performance Car. Out in front, the Aussie Trackway car, number 2 of that on Gary Brown, leads them away. Scott Doyle in second place. A car moving forward, of course, is Pagel as Doyle comes down now into turn number 4. And the John Deere car on Pagel is starting to make this move. A feature specialist in Pagel. He'll have the car set up nearly on slicks, trying to find a way down. But here comes Peter Lack, folks. His race isn't over. He's battling for 6th place now as we have Peter Lack on the pole line, trying to find a way up the inside of Darren White. And Darren White has come forward as well. The local Caboolture driver, and have a look at the drive here. These drivers are coming through. 16 laps remaining. This is incredible. Only 16 laps for Gary Brown to hold on.
Okay, let's pick it up now with 16 laps to go. We've still got Gary Brown up the front, pointing into the field. We've got the 7 cars on the road with him down the back, they travel. Young Drew out of Victoria, that's a long Victoria. Up the straightaway they travel now. We've got the John Cat car. Current, the reigning Australian champion. He's not going to give it up without a fight. Jason Jolly, Peter Lack working very, very dangerously. He's down, and Michael Halley has put it around again in the same spot. Halley's around again in the same spot.
Sitting back there patiently waiting as well. But we look like we're going to go to green very shortly. Brown's going to get a chance to lead them away. 14 laps this is going to be. And here they all come. Brown leads them away. We go back to John Doyle. Then back to Justin Drew. Wilson's coming through now. He's starting to set the other Commodore up on Drew for advance. But I tell you what, Darren White. Well, we're going to come. Oh, I tell you, mate, just for that you can have a job at Queensland Raceway. That was pretty quick.
I don't like the look of this. Gary Brown. The car has stopped. I don't like the look of this at all. Motor up. He was looking over his left shoulder. He was looking towards the back of the car.
But here we go again. Brown's going to lead him away. Doyle behind him. Then we go back to Justin Drew. And Peter Lack's coming. Out in front now. Gary Brown leads with 14 laps to go. John Doyle behind him with 3 wide down the back. Here comes Jason Jolly, the reigning Australian champion. He's in this for the fight. Jolly now puts himself up into fifth and sixth place. With Peter Lack starting to come more close. Jolly's right down on the pole line. He's come from nowhere, Jason Jolly. He's down to fourth place, but Peter Lack is up in the fifth. But Gary Brown out in front is really trying to do everything front. They are really starting to push. Darren White, the local Caboolture driver, right in the thick of this as well. But Jolly's got a problem. He's got everybody coming out. And inside in comes Drew. To Justin Drew having another go back on the outside now. Peter Lack. Peter Lack's going to run the high line. And Peter Lack goes from the rear of the field up in the third place. Now he's got a hold of him. He's got everybody coming back on the inside. We have got now 11 laps. They're going to come out with 10 laps to go. There was 10 laps to go. Peter Lack makes an impression on the leaders.
Okay, come on, the West Coast Healing people up there in turns 1 and 2. Here's your boy. He's done it from the back and he's done it tough, but he just might get away with it this time round. He's got one around. Car number 5 is around. Car number 5 is around. Well, the car's starting to come to the racetrack.
Well, this 40-lap feature has now turned into a 10-lap sprint race.
It's about some more. Would these, if we could be in the highs and the lows.
Here we go, Brown out in front. Brown now has both Rod Doyle and Peter Lack out after him. Here comes Jason Jolly as well. He's racing and run. We've got 10 laps remaining. They're going to come around to get 9. And here comes Peter Lack. Have a look at the car on the low line. It's really starting to start about into the slick track. Up high. Gary Brown. Oh, we've lost the wheel. We've lost the wheel, and in fact, that is the car of Pagel. So Pagel's lost an outside rear.
So that's a bit of blow for one of the Pagel cars.
Brownie's got to contend with. Rampaging. Todd Doyle behind him, and of course, Peter Lack. But don't discount Jason Jolly. It's car 55, Peter Lack drops out on the pole line. On the outside is Wilson 2 in the pancake car. They've now got 9 laps on top up this time. It's going to be 8, and Jason Jolly's now starting to come on. Jolly's now on the pole line. He's fighting the drift down low. We've got 8 laps left to go. Count them down with me. Brownie now. He's driving defensively. He can't afford to make a mistake. Here comes Peter Lack. Having a look ever so slightly on the low side here of Todd Doyle. He's going to come up to challenge him. Peter Lack, and Lack now is really starting to let the new Commodore have his head. As they come into a zone on a slick track, we'll find out very shortly. 6 laps left to go. 6 laps, these cars are starting to come round. Peter Lack is trying to find a way around Todd Doyle. This is a fantastic championship. Cars have come from 0 to hero. We've had Mr. Consistency, Gary Brown, in front doing the job all weekend long. And now Gary Brown has got 5 laps between him and an Australian championship. The race is up front. The first 3 cars are going to decide this. So started to drive away. Have a look at Peter Lack. He's now starting in blue. We've got 4 laps left to run. Peter Lack is now down on the inside. Todd Doyle up on the high side. Peter Lack is as close as he's ever been. Doyle knows he's there. He's banging away at the door. Gary Brown now on the high side. The car's starting to hurt. He's hearing seats. He's got 3 laps left to go. And here comes Peter Lack. He's down on the inside for so long. Him and Todd Doyle. And Peter Lack now in the second place. Can he catch him? We have got 2 laps left to go. Gary Brown's riding the push up high against the wall. I don't think anybody's got anything left in the tank. They're really starting to push. Gary Brown's now starting to open a gap. Gary Brown's car has got a little bit of a bump between it and Todd Doyle. And have a look at Doyle, and that's having a problem. Here we go, the side-by-side Doyle's arguing at the top. Doyle was second place. We've got the yellow. Can you believe we've got the yellow? Todd Doyle won't like that. So now Gary Brown comes up. He's got 2 laps left so hold on. Gary Brown on the outside, he'll run it high. I don't think Peter Lack's got an answer for him. Gary Brown has got this car in a groove. He's going to come round to get the last lap flag. We've got one more lap to do. Gary Brown is on the last lap. The car's looking strong. Peter Lack's got no answer. Gary Brown has 2 more corners to negotiate. He's now got 1.5. He's now got 1 more corner. Put your hands together for him. He will take the Australian Championship. Gary Brown wins it from Peter Lack. Todd Doyle takes position 3. What an unbelievable time. Get ready with that microphone. He will be uncontrollable. What a fantastic event. The crowd is going berserk. Gary Brown, the Aussie Trackware car, has taken the win. An Australian Championship after all that's happened. He is a very, very happy man. Peter Lack, how unlucky can he be? He's done everything so right. Everything so right to finish second, but to come from the rear to do it, what a drive. Let's give him his just dessert. Brownie, go Brownie, go. David, down to you on the pit apron.
Wes Deepman, as much as I would have loved Peter Lack to win it, and I'll admit that, it couldn't have gone to a nicer guy in Gary Brown. This would have to be the highlight of his career. And when I get him on this microphone in just a few moments' time, I know he's going to want to write a manuscript. He won't give it back to us, so we'll do him laugh. But rightly so. Gary Brown, the Australian champion for 2002 in modified production cars. Jason Jolly, the defending champion, gets pushed away now. He finished 5th in this year's Australian title, and like he said, it's easy to get it, but it's a hell of a hard time defending it, as I'm sure Gary Brown's about to find out. Good on you, Brownie! Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Now what's he going to do? Waiting for his wife to jump the catch fence, or what? I'm just going to wander over here to Peter Lack and Graham Earhart.
Well, there's two very, very happy pit crew going over to meet him. You wait till you see the bear hug these guys are going to get Gary Brown. That was a great drive, a great spectacle it's been. These guys have done some great work, I can tell you.
Well, I just went over there to shake Peter Lack's hand. Graham Earhart's over there with him. His wife Michelle's there. I won't tell you or tell the crowd what he told me he did, but he realised what he did and the fairy tale ending. But never mind. He did happen to finish second, and that's a pretty good effort. Come over here, Gary Brown.
Brownie, I tell you,
dance.
Gary, here's your opportunity, mate. There's an open mic coming towards you. Well, what a fantastic event this has been. It's been 2 nights of brutal horsepower, sensational driving, some great luck, or we might call that great lack, maybe this evening. And of course, Peter Lack's finished second. What a great result for him in the brand new car. Not the car he wanted to take to the final, but it still was strong enough. And I tell you what, Todd Doyle did everything he could possibly do to have his hand in this final as well. Well, I know you're ready to go down there fairly soon. I think the crowd would like to go home, but they really have witnessed a fantastic race. Gary Brown just did everything right this weekend. He really was just on the money. And I know he's going to thank a lot of people for making this possible this weekend. With Scott Seedlings, of course, really doing such a great job of promoting
this degree of motorsport. Of course, the Modified Production Australian Championship for 2002. And of course, Graham Earhart down there and the guys from Withcott Seedlings would have loved to have their own car come home in Australia 1, but hey, they're on the podium and that's what he wanted to see as well.
Marshall touch.
Are you ready to go, David?
Thanks very much there, Wes. Even in race headquarters, Brucey Marshall just come over and said, told you so. And I said, is that Marshall touch? But we'll get to that a little bit later on. Ladies and gentlemen, in third place in tonight's Australian Championship for 2002, would you please welcome to the dais Todd Doyle, and what a battle it was. Come on, Todd, come forth. And there's tears in his eyes, and I tell you what, there's some in mine too, mate. That was a top drive. I really enjoyed that feature race, mate. That was great stuff.
Yeah, it was all right till the last couple of laps when I got past, but oh, well, maybe next time.
That's the nature of the motor race.
Yeah, that's right.
Mate, congratulations, third in this year's Australian Championship.
Hop up on the...
Okay, in second place in this year's Australian Championship, he's the local lad. Peter, congratulations. It was a top drive. I was sort of hoping you'd get there and you give us a bit of a flutter there in the early stages. Now, don't quote to the fans what you told me about 5 minutes ago, but what went wrong?
Just pressure, mate, just got to me, local crowd. I made a big mistake twice, but pulled myself together and pulled through. So just like to thank Graham and Wendy Earhart. Wendy's overseas, she's on phone contact all the time. Had to go out to me pit crew, unbelievable, Withcott Seedlings, Toowoomba Holden, look, there's too many people to thank, but you know who you are, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, second in this year's Australian Modified Production Car Championship, he's the local lad, and he goes by the name of Peter Lack. Now, how much time have we got, Shane? How much tape have you got left up there? Would you please welcome the new Australian Modified Production Car Champion for 2002. He's made by night. He goes by the name of Gary Brown. Step up, Gary. You can tell he's well liked, can't you? As far as modified production guys go, he was one of the nicest guys about.
Well done, Gary.
Gary, congratulations on a great race. But as an added bonus and another trophy to all the ones you've been getting today, the technical committee and the officials on this meeting have nominated your car as the best presented for the meeting.
Geez, how much time have we got now? Gary, when I walked over to you before, you said to me, well, I guess I had to win a feature race sometime this year, and what better one to win?
Yeah, I must say, you can't complain about that. Excuse the voice, it's a bit scratchy. I won't bore you too long, I'm a bit lost for words. I don't know what to say, honestly. First of all, I'd like to thank my family. We couldn't do this with my wife, Tracy, my two kids, Charlie and Kristen. The family's everything with racing. Secondly, my pit crew, Bruce, Paul, Jones, two Joneses, Phil and Graham. Honestly, I'm stuck for words, fair dinkum. But what can I say about that Craigar engine in that Aussie Trackwear Commodore? Man, it doesn't hurt to have some horsepower. It's there when you need it. It was good. And for the best presented, well, I suppose, was that for me, with me looks, or you don't know? Yes. Yeah? Oh, okay. All the kids that have got the balls, or not, that's the both male and female, that is. The footballs we kicked in the crowd, whoever's got Blackies, Todd Doyle's and myself, come down here and you'll win a lot of money or a trophy. There you go. Maybe one of these. Pick one out of these and you'll be laughing. Thanks very much. Sorry about the speech. I'm not really too good at this. It's first time up on these podiums. And hang on, I think he wants Mike back. See yous.
Well, we did try to get him to say a few more words and get the kids down here, but he's just lost for words. Would you please give a big round of applause for Gary Brown? He also got the best presented car here this evening, and a job well done. So kids, bring those footballs down here right now. If you've got Peter Lack's, Todd Doyle's or Gary Brown's name on that, you have won yourself a prize. And we've also got Anthony Wilson here too. Anthony gets 4th place in tonight's Production Car Championship. Where's Anthony? Anthony Wilson, congratulations, 4th in this year's Australian title.
Thanks very much. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the first 3 place getters. Well done, fellas. Big thanks to my sponsors, helped me get all the way from Ballarat. That's Thrifty Car Rental, Pancake Kitchen in Ballarat, Coach Catering Ballarat, all my crew, Dad, all the boys helped out for the weekend, Jeff and Craig and Chris, and anyone I forgot, I'm really sorry, but thanks to Damien Smith, who puts on a fantastic car for me, and also congratulations to Neil Watson. Thanks very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this weekend's Easter weekend of 2 great Australian titles. We certainly hope you enjoyed what you came to see. We certainly enjoyed presenting it to you. And Wes Beedman, if you've still got your ears on, mate, what a great way to end a great weekend of racing. Thank you very much to you and your staff from Queensland Raceway.
David, it's been our pleasure to come up here and witness a great win. Gary Brown, a very deserved winner. Folks, we've really enjoyed being here this weekend. We hope you all have a very safe and pleasant rest of Easter. Please drive well and drive safely home.